everyone, it's Doll here. Today's vlog is going to be a little bit of going over thrift finds, some like doll hunts in general that I went to like discount store, various stores and stuff I found. I redressed my J doll and I'll show you her. So that's the agenda for this video. First up, let's show my J doll. A lot of people, and it makes me happy that a lot of people also thought she was so gorgeous. I'm glad I'm not the only one. And such a cool find. Lots of people said that they thought she was really pretty. So do I, so that's wonderful. And yeah, I redressed her in this Rainbow High outfit. Now this dress belongs to Bella originally. It is the Rainbow High costume ball Bella outfit. She has a witch hat with it too. That's obviously not going to fit her because their heads are way bigger than hers. So the only thing about redressing her is it's very difficult, because she has very unique body proportions. Now, doll nudity here, I'm gonna show you. She has some pretty wide hips, considering her like build, and a really small waist. Look at that. This is her chest articulation, by the way. Stop focusing on my face. Okay, chest articulation. Yeah, so great articulation, wonderful. Here's her butterfly tattoo again. Yeah, sorry, it's covered by the sleeves right now, which is a shame because I would really like to show it off. But I really think this dress is beautiful as well. I really do love it. The only thing about it, because like I said, she's got a super small waist, obviously smaller than Rainbow High. So Rainbow High clothes are going to fit her weird. Now, it fits her nice at the hips in general until it gets to the waist. The hips will work just once it a little bit baggy, but once it gets to the waist, then it's like a show all tell. The tops fit perfect, I think. The crop tops, at least. I haven't tried a normal t-shirt. Might look a little baggy towards the end, but sometimes that style is kind of cool. But when you wear a dress, it doesn't look as bad here because I think the like bows kind of making it look less severe. But if you cinch your waist, like let me show you. Like, this is how much material I'm grabbing. You kind of can't see that well. It's uncinched, cinched. Like, it looks great cinched, but I don't want to mess up this dress. And I'm not a good seamstress. I can't alter stuff. But doesn't this dress look gorgeous with her hair? The other thing is I have her in Barbie shoes. Now Barbie clothes fit her really weird. Barbie clothes, unless you altered it, then it might fit okay. I guess it's the closest second, at least out of the dolls that I own, to Rainbow High in terms of fitting. Rainbow High tops are pretty good, but yeah, I'd say Rainbow High is the best. I've tried LLOMG. I think their skirts, their shorts and stuff like that is good. Their skirts and their shorts, that's good. The tops are too big. I can't remember. Either way, the tops don't fit them. And I tried Bratz tops, don't fit. The skirts would fit if it wasn't for the little underwear sewn inside, because it needs to like rise up, because it doesn't get past her initial hips. But if it went up higher, then it would probably work. Rainbow High fits best, but obviously their shoes aren't going to because she has very small feet. Like, much smaller than Barbie, I'd think. Yeah, even smaller than the classic Barbies, I think. It's not awful, but they fall off. But anyways, this is how I redressed her. I think she looks gorgeous. I wish I had a little witch hat for her. That would be too cute. She's just stunning. I really do like her in this dress. Right now, I have Bella, and I wonder if you can see over my shoulder. There you go. I just focused exactly on her. So, yeah, she's right there. She's in Sabrina's second outfit. Sabrina's right over there. I think she looks great. Let me grab her. I actually think she looks stunning in this outfit, and it's like a light pink like she is. It's funny because her initial pink is kind of darker for this costume ball outfit, but this is like, it matches her hair perfectly. I think this redress is stunning on her. I gotta be careful because of these shoes, because this glitter is chunky and it gets everywhere, and it got all over my chair, and I don't want glitter butt. So let's talk a little bit about my thrifting adventures. I found some very cool stuff. I'll insert some clips here. I'll move over to the side so I make things kind of easier to insert clips. But here are some clips. Some stuff I thought, I swear there's something wrong with my phone. Oh, actually it might be my screen. The screen protector is cracked a little bit. Like the protector itself is cracked a little bit. So thinking about it now, I think that's the issue. It is at the bottom. That's where the record button is. So actually, I think that I just solved it. But anyways, sometimes when I think I press record, I think it doesn't actually hit. And I don't really realize I'm just focused on the item, so I don't see the big red dot that's supposed to be there. So yeah, I thought I hit record, and then I'll end it, and then I'll only record like the last 1 second. So maybe I'll try to screen pause, because I wanted to show you there was this really cool, okay, I don't know if any like Y2K kids like me are gonna remember this, but there's a Barbie. I didn't know they had a dog because I had the cat, but it's kind of like a plushie, and it walks along like you could, it had a little harness and I'm pretty sure a leash, and you could like pull it along. It doesn't walk itself, you have to pull it, and I think it has like beans in the feet. It's weighted anyways, that when you pull it, and it has grips on the bottom, like it actually walks. It's kind of cool. I actually was debating buying it. There was a reason I didn't, and I can't remember, but I think it was like $5.99 or something like that. I don't know, maybe. I do think I'll go back next week, so we'll see if I can show it then, if it's still there. Sometimes they have stuff there for a while. Like I went back, so I went last Thursday to the thrift store, and then a week later, which would be like several hours ago, not even a day ago, I went to the Value Village, the same Value Village, and they had a lot of the same stuff, like a lot of the same stuff. So I don't think they sell as much as quickly, or some stuff. Now, there were some Rainbow High dolls there, and I knew they were going to sell instantly, and they did. There was also some Barbies with a midge in the pack, and I knew that would sell because it was $2.99 and it had the Happy Family midge. Now, I was looking for her. She didn't have an outfit or belly plate or anything. Like, I still would have got her for like restyles and stuff like that, but she had a mark on her face, and I'm not sure if it was mold, but it was like rates on her face, and I was just like, I don't think I'll get her. Like, I don't know. Something's telling me no, just don't get her. So I didn't. I try to listen to my gut these days, and I've been doing good by doing that. Anyways, it was cool finds nonetheless. Found some Bratz. I regret not getting the Bratz kids, honestly, because I've been looking for that jade. I'm pretty sure that's that jade that I've been realizing now. And she was nude, but I have been finding listings on Poshmark for a Bratz Kids fashion pack that's brand new in box, and they're only asking for like $14.99 for it, so I could have gotten that fashion pack for her, so I kind of regret that, but you know, what's life without regrets? Found a lot of cool, like I said, I found some Rainbow Highs. I found Mini Choi from the, oh, what's it called? Rainbow Vision? Yeah, and she was a part of the K-pop group that was, I don't remember. I'll try to put it in the subtitles here. I knew it, but I forgot it. Let's be real. I'm only missing one. I already have a mini, so I didn't get her because I'll let somebody else find her. She's a good find, so I'll let somebody else find her and enjoy her. I don't need doubles of her. I already have her. I am missing Tessa Park. I believe that's her name. I would like to find her one of these days. I regret not buying her, but to be fair, they were expensive at the time. They were very expensive at the time. I believe they were like 60 bucks Canadian. Which, I know I've said this before, but I've actually found one of the Rainbow Vision dolls, which is in the same line as Sabrina over there. She's down there. She's Aisha. Sorry, I'm blanking a little bit. Sterling. Actually found her new in box at GameStop for, was $5, but I have an Edge discount, so I actually got less than that. I paid like $3.97 for her, something ridiculous like that. New in box with all her accessories. Brand new box was great. Like, I don't think you could buy a Rainbow High doll new in box with a good box for that cheaper. Like, that was crazy. And this is Canadian prices. Like $3.97 Canadian. If you transfer that to USD, that'd probably, I think, be close to $2 or something like that. Anyways, it's possible to find good deals. It is. It's just kind of rare, you know. It's all about luck of the day. It's fate. So anyways, yeah, found a lot of some cool stuff that day, but I went back a week later and my dad and I went like thrifting at 2 different places, and we also went to a discount store as well, and as well as Dollarama. So Value Village had the same old stuff pretty much. It was just that Barbie dog that I mentioned that I thought was cool, and also this Bratz, it's like a makeup trunk, I guess you'd say. I was very tempted. I almost bought it. I would love to have that for like storage, but the inside was like not good. And this was like a cheap cardboard. So if it was like one of those old, oh my gosh, I actually saw one at the thrift store the other day, and I'm upset that I didn't get it. But I used to have like an old makeup trunk that was like plastic or like resin or whatever, and then it had like the metal. It's hard to explain, but they were pretty common in like early 2000s. I think you can still buy some of them online that have like makeup in it. I would like to get one, but I don't want the makeup. Like, it would be such a waste for me because I ain't gonna use that. And I don't trust giving costume makeup to kids because, yeah, some of the makeup these days don't have great ingredients in it. Anyways, besides the point. Those were some cool finds that I found there. Oh, there was also a Barbie Annalise. I do have her. I don't think you can see her. No, she's over there somewhere. But I do have her already, like pretty much fully complete, except she's missing her cats and I think like a hairbrush or something like that. But she's pretty much complete, so I didn't need her. I was like, I'll let somebody else find her. And I think she was a little bit moldy, or she had marks on her or something. She wasn't in the best condition anyways, but she was a very cool find. It was like, I'll let somebody else find her. I just wanted to say that I did find her. So if you're looking for like those rare Barbie movie dolls, they're out there. They're just sought after. It's just a little bit, you have to go at the best time. For me, I find the best time to thrift is 9 a.m. on a Thursday. Wednesdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays would be the best day early in the morning because I think they restock before they open, and I think going around 3 or like noon would probably be good time too because they might put out new toys and stuff like that. But I do not recommend going to the thrift store on the weekend because I know for a fact that the baggers, or at least at my thrift stores, they are off on the weekend. So you're not going to get any new toys. And a lot of times the shelves are empty because everybody goes on the weekend. So, you know, nobody's putting out new stuff and it's all selling. So that's the best time to go, is definitely midweek and early in the morning, or like in the like noon. At least that's the thrift stores near me, and I believe that's how most Value Villages work. Like, usually the baggers are off on the weekend. I also went to Salvation Army. They had lots of Rainbow High. I'll try to insert some clips here. They had some LOL OMGs too, and these Rainbow Highs were priced pretty good consideringly, and they had like clothes on, and some not original, but they still had some clothes on and shoes and stuff like that. The same as the LOLs. A lot of them had almost complete outfits, or a lot of their stuff, and I think that price is actually better than Value Village's price because usually they price a lot higher than that for nude dolls. I also saw in the showcase, and I wanted to show this but I didn't because there was the way, I don't like the way they have their showcase set up. They have the showcase, then they have a clothes rack, and there's enough room for maybe 2 people to go back to back, but even then it's kind of like you kind of can't go back to back, especially if they have a cart. So I saw a rainbow, so they had like the Rainbow High closet, and they had a bunch of dolls and outfits in it, and they were asking $49.99 for it, which is not a bad price. They did have Sabrina St. Clair, which I think she's considered a harder to find doll now, or she's sought after or something like that, so I guess that was good. They had, ooh, I don't remember her name, Natasha. Zima, I think is her last name. They had, I think, a Rainbow High Boy in there. A few, nothing really significant though. I was like, I don't need that. And it's still 50 bucks. Like, it's not like it's cheap. So anyways, I almost got Amina. I did want to get her, but her lips were messed up and I'm being picky. So yeah, I didn't end up getting her, and she was still 9 bucks. So, which isn't a bad price, but yeah. I almost got a little Webkins, a little elephant. He was so cute. I was debating it. He was $5.99, which isn't bad, but surprisingly, they actually had the full-size Webkins priced cheaper at Value Village, like $2.99 and $3.99. And at Salvation Army, they had $5.99 for the Lillikins, which is kind of funny how the prices vary, right? Because their dolls are very different in prices, but like cheaper. Oh, I also saw a Bratz Kids Sasha. I think she's like Music Star or something like that. And she had most of her stuff, I believe, and she had her feet too. But her head, like, I almost bought her, but her head was glued. Like, I could see hot glue, like, and it didn't look like it was in the right spot. So I think they broke the neck peg, and then they tried to fix it by hot gluing, but they hot glued like too low. So I was like, nah, I don't need her. It was a cool find though. There is the discount store, which is funny because I remember it used to be cheaper. I guess prices have raised, but I did find some Barbies. I'll try to put some clips in here, but I did find some Barbies for, like, I guess cheaper than they would have sold, but it was still kind of expensive. $25 Canadian for a Barbie Extra, which I think they retailed for not much more than that. It couldn't have been more than like $40. So I don't know, it was just kind of surprising, that price. And what else did they have? They had the Bright Fairy Friends. Remember, I showed on my channel before, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a video of me showing, I think, Series 5, and they did have Series 5. They had it for a lot cheaper than I got it, but anyways. Also had the Mermaid. They had one Mermaid one left, but I'm not really collecting them, but it was cool because I originally did want to find the Mermaid one. So it was there, which was a pretty cool find. What I ended up getting were these two little balls. I'll show you my Monchichi that I got. I did find at Value Village about a week ago. She can suck her thumb, which I think is meant to be a bottle. Like, it's so cute. Now, I don't know a lot about Monchichis. Actually, I know next to nothing about them. But I saw this little girl and I thought she was too cute, and I had to pick her up. And I do know they go for a pretty penny online, and I only paid $8.99 for her. So considering the price that they are online, and I found her in person. I've been looking online for these, but they're just way too expensive online. So I found her for $7.99. I was like, that's a price I can, you know, I can get behind. So I'm very happy with her. Look how cute she is. Oh, I love them. I need to do more research on them because I know next to nothing, like I said. I do know that my mom remembers these, and I believe they're from her childhood, but I'm sure they've had, like, releases later. I don't know. I know next to nothing. Maybe it'll be fun to do a little research. She's in great condition, I think. Does have a little bit of, like, marks on her fist. I think this is just from, like, brushing up against stuff. It's what it looks like. But yeah, very cute. I still have to clean her up a little bit. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye!